March 24th. That's right, you're on camera. Good job. So let's find out a little bit about the details of the omelet breakfast. Again, it's going to be Sunday, March 24th.
It is the 36th annual. So I'm the executive director of the Discovery Center, but Ashley is the president of the board of directors. And you can't do something like this without a fleet of volunteers. So Ashley is chief volunteer. So tell us about that scrumptious menu. And we have gotten so many sponsors to help provide this food.
We do. So we're going to have great omelets made to order with ham, onions, peppers, mushrooms, cheese, sausage links from Fairway, pancakes, pastries from Hy-Vee, and then we've got coffee, juice, milk, and all going to be served to you by some extra special celebrity volunteers.
We call them extra special volunteers. So this is a little unique and ecumenical and nonpartisan and wonderful. We try to gather all of our public servants, our elected officials and community leaders, who I must say generously donate their time. So when you're making a breakfast and you're serving made-to-order omelets, you have to stand there and make them. This isn't like we did them the week before and they're in the back, you know. So we've got a fleet of our city council representatives, our council people, city hall friends, our county elected officials, and all the people working hard for us on that line. Also, our state Senator Chris Knoyer, our state representative Tom Detterman, former state senator Rita Hart and her husband Paul, former state representative Mary Wolf. All these folks who are busy, and you know busy people get more done. All these people who are busy care enough about the Children's Museum to give their time and do this. So it's kind of developed into a tradition. So when you come to the omelet breakfast and you say, I'd like those ingredients, you get to stand there and chat with friends and see and be seen and have a good time being together like a community.
So again, it is going to be Sunday, March 24th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's dine in or carry out. So I know, I would imagine a lot of people like to dine in more so now.
Yes.
We turn our Discovery Center into a restaurant, the back part of it for the day, where we usually have birthday parties. So, yeah, you go through, you get your food, you gather what you want. You won't go hungry, for sure.
Not at all.
And then sit down and eat, and then you can stay and play, too.
Well, that is good. Now, tickets are available where, and how can I get a ticket?
Well, I've got one on me here.
Yeah, there you go.
Need one right now, 6 or 7 of them. Well, the Discovery Center, we have them. Also, our good friends at Clinton Printing are selling them. And then our other great friends at Clinton National Bank are selling them for us. So you can get them at the Lyons location, the Lincoln Way location, or the Comanche Clinton National Bank location.
Okay, and again, it's $15 for adults and teen, $8 children 12 and younger. Talk about the importance of this event, as it is a fundraiser for the Discovery Center. Let's talk about that.
I'll tee it up for you. Tell me why you give your time to the Discovery Center. She's a real life mother with real life children.
I do have 2 young boys. The Discovery Center has been important to us. We are not native Clintonians. My children were born here, so I suppose they are. But my husband and I really didn't have a whole lot of friends, family in the community, so the Discovery Center was a really great way to ground us, to give us a place to go and meet friends, make new friends, bring our children, and it's just been part of our routine for going on 6-7 years now. We've been going at least once a week, if not more. So when they asked me to be on the board, I said, sure, I'm already here. Might as well put more into it. So it's a really unique feature of a community this size to have such a great resource for children, for families to be able to come and play, and learn how to be, citizens. Learn, not only
exactly what I was thinking of.
Yes.
Growing little citizens.
Growing little citizens, not just, crafts and arts and, reading storybooks, but doing science and learning about public servants, My children now know who, the county supervisors are because, of this event. They go and they have a name and a face and know that these people serve, us in the community. So it's been a really important place for my family to grow and really to become a part of the community.
Again, visiting with Sarah and Ashley from the Felix Adler Discovery Center. You've been a part of the Discovery Center for a number of years now, Sarah. Talk a little bit about your role, your staff, your hours. What are some of the activities that may be coming up?
Okay. Well, at the Discovery Center, we're a children's museum. We are open 5 days a week, Wednesday through Sunday. Monday, Tuesday is when we close and clean, because you got to do that. So we're open, wide open all weekend long. A children's museum, of which there are only 5 in Iowa. So we are, lucky to have had our Discovery Center here for 27 years, well established. It's a place where we learn through play. That's our big banner call to action. So heck yeah, we are playing. Heck yeah, we are interacting with each other. You would say, well, that sounds kind of like a school, except at school you don't go with your grandma and grandpa, and you don't get to hang out with them, or you're not with your older cousins playing around because you're in your own classroom. So it's a really non-traditional learning place. So March is a busy time. So right now, spring break activities are going on. Every Wednesday at the Discovery Center, we have what we call Wow Wednesday. We have a teacher volunteer who comes in, and she sets up all this STEM stuff, and we'll even do chess, teach juggling, so that's every Wednesday afternoon. Friday and Saturday mornings, we have our Fun Time program, which is basically like a story time, but always with a themed activity. This week, we have Clinton County Conservation coming in and bringing birds of prey. Also here, coming up right after the breakfast, will be our annual egg extravaganza. It's kind of an egg theme going on this month, but the egg extravaganza is a celebration of spring. We don't hunt eggs. Everybody else hunts eggs, and more power to them. We hard boil about 60 dozen eggs so that kids can dye them there on site. Do the old-fashioned dyeing and coloring of Easter eggs. This is the day before Easter, so this year is Saturday the 30th of March, egg extravaganza, 11 to 1. Celebrating spring with baby animals. We have some farm friends that bring in lammies.
And chicks.
And baby chicks
And
will be there. That will be
bunnies.
the beginning of a 3-week visit for baby chicks at the Discovery Center. And this isn't look at them in the cage. This is sit down, hold, bring forth some empathy, and understand how you have to hold those little guys. So egg extravaganza is coming up. As we go into April, we're going to do a little thing on the weekend before the eclipse. We'll be studying and learning about the eclipse and preparing to watch or not watch that, as it were, to experience that. And then, of course, we would be remiss if we did not say that our Felix Adler Day Festival, also probably about the 36th annual, is coming up June 15th. Felix Adler, of course, was a little boy born in Clinton over 100 years ago, who went on to be the premier celebrity with Barnum and Bailey Circus. And if you were living in America in the first part of the 1900s, the circus was the thing. It was the Super Bowl, the movies, the Indy 500 all rolled into one. That was what was going on. And Felix was at the top of that pile. And so Felix, the little boy from Clinton, we celebrate his birthday with the Felix Adler Festival. June every year, and that'll be June 15th this year. Free admission that day, free to come in and play, and free to come around the festival, and you just can take part of the rides and games if you want.
It is truly a gem in the city of Clinton. There is no doubt about that. The Discovery Center right near the foot of the South Bridge here in Clinton.
And we need the support to keep the gem going.
Right, exactly. Now,
cue the poster.
Can people find out more? Facebook, social media, how are you guys involved with that?
Yeah, Facebook is a good place to go for us. So our big old long name, Felix Adler Children's Discovery Center. All 5 words on Facebook. That's us. And we are really active on keeping all our events and things up there. And you can always call us or message us. A lot of people just do, message us on Facebook. And we respond really quickly. And we're happy to have people ask questions and say, hey, what's up and how can I get there?
So again, Sunday, March 24th, starts at 9 a.m., continues to 1, the 36th annual Omelet Breakfast, big fundraiser for the Felix Adler Children's Discovery Center. And again, your hours are?
At the Discovery Center, we're open Wednesday through Sunday. So Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is 10 to 5, and Sunday again is afternoon.
And finally, Ashley, wrapping it up with you, you are the board president. Talk a little bit about the board. How active are they? And How long are the terms? What's that all about?
Absolutely. So the terms are 3 years. The board meets once a month, and then every board member is also on a subcommittee to help with facilities, finances, or programming. And so that's also a once a month meeting. The board is very active in participating in putting this fundraiser together for the omelet breakfast, as well as our pasta dinner in November, usually. But we'll be helping at Extravaganza. We all take active volunteer roles for Felix Adler Day. We were all there for the book event, for the Susie Clark book event, The Bravest Little Girl You've Ever Heard of. Something like that, the title.
New children's book that just came out in the Illustrated Works at the Discovery Center.
She
named
sure does.
Haley Calvin, and she's Lametta Wynn's granddaughter, FYI.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
That's
So the
great.
board takes a very active role in getting some of these bigger events off the ground, but also just in the day-to-day. You'll find us there cleaning and repairing toys. But we're a very active board. It's
All right.
very important.
Want to thank you both for coming in. I know it's going to be a very successful event once again. Of course, we'll be promoting it up until that time. So thanks again for both of you coming in today.
Thanks
Thank
for having
you.
us.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan Patrick.
Here comes Clark. How will she go for history?
And you look at that shot, I mean, you don't have to take a logo shot. And it just felt like, hey, let me get this record out of the way, this pesky record out of the way. And I don't know, while I'm still hot, maybe I put up 49 points total. And I wonder, Caitlin Clark is 22. So 9 years ago, she's 13 years of age. She's already said that, Steph Curry had a huge influence on her. Because we think they're bad shots, but they're not bad shots for her. Steph Curry, we think they're bad shots, or at least we did. We don't anymore. So it's a phenomenon